Hi, and as the High Elf Hunter Halthete continues to explore the Lowlands, he frequently finds himself coming across goblins and half-orcs camping along the Breelands. But what are the different types of orc in this area, and what is the difference, if any, between an orc and a goblin? Orcs and goblins are generally synonymous and are generally different words in different languages to describe the ruined creatures which are frequently used by the enemy to attack the lands of the free people of Middle-earth. Orcs are wretched creatures who represent the physical manifestation of the hatred and cruelty of their masters. There are many different kinds of orc, but they are all savage, malevolent, violent and sadistic. They delight only in the torture of others, whether of their own kind or their enemies, they do not care. Orcs first came into being soon after the awakening of the Eldar. Morgoth enslaved some of them and by means of torture twisted them into the forms of what we would now call orcs. They survived and flourished in deep places, with most being bred in Angband, finally meeting the dwarves and battling them. Eventually Morgoth gathered them together into an army of conquest and used them to make war on Middle-earth. After the defeat of Morgoth, the orcs continued to simply be a nuisance. Without strong leadership, they are as much of a threat to one another as they are to the free people. When Sauron rose up to take his former master's mantle, he made Mordor his base of operations and called the orcs to him. Orcs are generally not well organised and are certainly not patient. They also fare poorly under the gaze of the sun, preferring to fight in the dark. As a result, it has been possible for elves, dwarves, men and other free peoples to do battle with and win against superior numbers of orcs due to better discipline and coordination. Orcs rely on swarming their enemies with vastly superior numbers and savage tactics to have any hope of success. Left to their own devices, they think no further ahead than their next meal and so organise themselves into small tribes in order to raid and pillage small settlements for food and other materials. Under the command of a powerful master, then their fear keeps them in line and they pose a much more serious threat to Middle-earth. After the defeat of Morgoth in the First Age, the Witch King of Angmar used legions of orcs to invade the lands of men and sweep away the ancient realm of Arnor. They were also used in the War of the Ring to fight off the alliance of men and elves as it invaded Mordor. With Sauron defeated by Isildur, the orcs once again became scattered. They would occasionally be pulled together into a warband by a mighty orc chief, but ultimately they would fall to infighting and so were rarely able to press their advantage. The realm of dwarves tended to fare the worst against the orcs, possibly because the underground terrain particularly suits these wretched creatures. Although most orcs are simple creatures, many of them are capable of base cunning, and some are even clever enough to devise and build great machines of war and torture. They come in a variety of sizes, but some of the orcs I found in the Lowlands are best described as half-orcs. These half-orcs are used by Saruman to spy on the Breelands and surrounding areas, and to stoke up mischief as necessary. One such creature claimed to be a southerner and frequented the town of Bree in order to procure goods for Isengard, including pipeweed. His main contact for his more nefarious work in Bree was Bill Ferny, a thoroughly dishonest man who would stoop to any depth for coining his purse. When the half-orc spy was found by the Nazgul, he told them everything he knew of the Shire, as well as of Saruman's betrayal. The Witch King ordered the half-orc to go to Bree and spy on any hobbits entering the town. When a search of the Shire proved fruitless for the Dark Riders, they followed the ring to Bree. It was the half-orc spy who told the Nazgul where the hobbits were taking lodgings. Having survived the night thanks to Aragorn, the hobbits left Bree and Frodo noticed the squint-eyed southerner and thought him to look not unlike a goblin. Whether the half-orcs have been bred by Saruman or simply used by him, they are believed to have originated in Dunland, a land which also played host to hobbits before they settled the Shire. Some say that Saruman bred the men of Dunland with his own orcs to create the race of half-orcs. But half-orcs have been heard of before Saruman turned to evil. Most worked in the caverns of Isengard, preparing the weapons and armour for the Uruk-hai, who will soon wage war upon Rohan. So I hope you enjoyed this little look at the foul orcs. If you did, then please click like and subscribe for further content. Please also leave a comment below and share with others who may also be interested. Until next time, I'll see you later.